Lacrosse fans, welcome back to the 2018 Founders Cup Championship here in lovely Akwesasne. I am Stephen Stam, joined by Pat Gregoire, and this is the final game of day 3, the final game of round robin play, and things are not decided. This is a crucial game for both the Mohawk Medicine Men on the right, wearing the orange with the black shoulder caps, gorgeous uniforms, and on the left, wearing their whites for the first time with the blue trim, the Manitoba Blizzard.
All day today we've been figuring out the numbers, whipping out the calculators. Well, for this one it's pretty simple. The winner goes on to the medal round. The loser will go into Tier 2 play. Both these teams coming into this tournament both wanting to finish in the top 2 in their division so they can continue on and try to take home some hardware.
Yeah, whoever wins this game will get second place, and our player to watch for the Medicine Men, Mitch Laffin, a pickup for this tournament, and he has been spectacular for them.
Yeah, he's been great. 12 points in 2 games right there, and it's not just the number of goals, it's the style points as well.
And Colin Poitras for the Manitoba Blizzard was a one-man gang yesterday with 5 goals and an assist. Really the only member of the Blizzard who came out and had a terrific game. The rest of them just did not perform the way they would like to against that Aurora team. And now we were really, things are pretty up in the air. How good is Manitoba? We know they have a short bench, only 16 runners. But the big X factor, there's Wes Kendall, the ref for Alberta. And you saw the refs on the screen. The big X factor, Calvin Roseberry. And Joe Catalano is on standby. So the big X factor, Riley Medanyuk, the star goaltender for the Manitoba Blizzard, just finished serving a 2-game suspension that he received in his final game at the Alberta, or the RMLL Championships. And he is about to face his first shot of the game if the Medicine Men can get one on him here. Shot clock is winding down. Drive to the net by Mitch Laffin, saved by Medanyuk, and that's a tough first shot, and Laffin is down and not looking very comfortable as he collided there with Garen DePape. Laffin is back up off the floor, but the Medicine Men get the ball back as that ball ricocheted. The rebound went over to the boards, and they won the scrum. I didn't see who got it, to be honest, because I was watching Mitch Laffin. Oh, there's a rip and a goal. What a shot from the outside. That's Dylan Lyons.
Yeah, Lyons there wearing number 36 in these orange uniforms, was wearing 86 when they donned those gray jerseys. But we saw him yesterday with a couple of nice outside rips. That feed comes across.
And you see they just give him too much time and space. Nobody's stepping out on Lyons, and he's going to go sidearm to the far side. And with Manitoba having they had an okay game the first day. They beat Saskatchewan. Really not a good game yesterday. Just let it get away from them. And I think they really probably need a pretty good start in this game. The one goal is not a big deal, but you know they don't want to get well behind. Here's Andy Zunn. Hands off to Kelson Borisenko, who's going to the net. Stop there. Nice save by Vinny Tucci.
Vinny Tucci's been very strong and all 3 games, well, 2 games in a couple of minutes here, making his first stop.
Hey, he's 100% today. Cody Moore. He's the offensive Moore. Here's a drive from the outside. Flowing into the crease after the shot was Isaac Thrasher, but the ball was turned aside by Medanyuk. Low shot by Moore. He stepped in the crease afterwards, but it had already been picked up by Manitoba. They'll come back into the offensive zone. Andy Zunn takes it. Zunn, Borisenko, and captain number 9, Colin Poitras. Such key figures for these guys, and key figures in the history of Manitoba lacrosse, in the young history that this province has. Here's a break. 2-on-2, the trailer coming off the bench is Lyons. He's going to wind up and let it go. No, he's toe drags and goes far side, just missing as Medanyuk threw the arm up. Didn't give him a lot of space. Manitoba's going to get possession. That was Sasta Thomas just riding the Blizzard player down to the carpet.
Keaton Sasta Thomas actually won a Founders Cup back in 2015 with the Akwesasne Indians. The only player to win a Founders Cup on this current roster for the Mohawk Medicine Men.
That was a great Akwesasne team featuring Adam Bomberry, who finished up the Founders, went immediately, got in a car or on the bus and immediately went to Six Nations and helped the Arrows win a Minto Cup. That pass doesn't get through. Andy Zunn will pick it up, takes a look. They've got 8 seconds, but everyone was heading to the bench already. I'm not quite sure why the Blizzard didn't kind of take a second there once they got the ball back. There was some time to work with it. I think Zunn felt like he had to make the pass right away because everyone was gone. They didn't have time to get them back out and set up.
Seth Oakes and Blaze Reardon.
Yeah.
Another two
what a
NLLers
team
on that team.
Yeah.
Oh, I coached against them. I know all about it.
Yeah, and that was a Junior B team that had been Junior A and moved down. So the Akwesasne had been the Thunder before, had they not, and then became the Indians when they moved down? Is that correct?
I do believe so. Well, they always had a B team. It's just made that Junior B team much more stronger when the Junior A team folded.
Borisenko inside. That one rolls in. The finish there by Cole Wozni. Tucci gets some of it, but not enough to keep it from rolling across the line. And you can see the energy come up for Manitoba.
Yeah, you just see here a little dump pass there from Borisenko over to Wozni, and Wozni just throws that quick stick, like you said, trickles on through. That's definitely a goal that Vinny Tucci's going to want back.
The sweep quick stick instead of the rip quick stick. Just kind of guided it into a spot. Borisenko fighting for the ball, kicks it ahead. Poitras is knocked down. Borisenko will get there to keep the ball free, and that's going to be a loose ball violation. And Manitoba will get it. You can see the jump. I think we've seen more energy from Manitoba in 4 minutes than we saw through pretty much the whole game yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, that was not their best effort. Just
no
energy, no oomph, except for the guy with the ball right now.
Poitras gets in, gets a shot, takes a shot from Tucci, and then the stick swings up. Poitras will step out of the crease in case there is another shot, and then Poitras takes another shot from Cole Zeller. And Poitras got banged around and abused generally yesterday. Lions thought about going to Moore, but instead he will hand it there to Thrasher. Aiden Conlon gets the give and go pass. Thought about going back to Moore. He's going to lob it to the lefty instead. It's a hard rip by Gavin Hill, but Medaniak comes up with it.
Gavin Hill was out of the lineup yesterday. He's back in. So add a little depth to that left-hand side.
Troy Gutowski gets it up to Blaze Mazecki. Mazecki hands it off to Cam Stuckey, sorry. There's a little feed inside, and Gutowski had a great chance taking that pass from William Lutz. Lutz is staying up for some offense, sliding towards the net. Nice job picking him up, though, by Cole Moore, taking away that chance. Mazecki rips it. That one goes wide. Off the boards, comes out hot. Snagged and off to the races. That's Kieran Lefevre. Big save by Medaniak, and then penalty coming as Lefevre is run into the boards. And it will be a boarding call. Not much of an argument there from Garrett DePape. He is quite familiar with heading to the penalty box. Usually, that's the kind of penalty, I mean, that's a run of play penalty. Yeah, that's definitely a boarding. You can't give a guy a shove from behind into the boards.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's a dangerous play. Never want to see that. And lucky to see Lefevre pop back up and no problem. And we see 5 minutes up on the board, so it's a major for boarding.
So it is a major to DePape, and that is a huge opportunity early in the game for the Medicine Men to see if they can put some space between them and the Blizzard. Behind the back attempt by Laffin doesn't get through. Now Thrasher will let one go. Medaniak stops that and is snagged there. And in theory, Manitoba could now kill the entire 5 minutes. Josh Popenick makes the pass. Oh, that's going to be knocked down as Popenick had to get the ball over center or over into the offensive zone in 10 seconds, and the pressure from the Medicine Men doesn't allow him to do it. Laffin slows it down, hands it off there to Aiden Conlon.
A couple of Albany Great Danes playing catch there with Laffin and Conlon.
Comes back to Laffin at the top. He'll pass it off and cut through the middle. There's a low shot by Moore, but no problem for Medaniak. And he lasers a pass that goes past his original target. 1-2 hopper to Poitras, and he gets a shot on goal. And you want to kill the time, but Poitras is pointing to Calvin Roseberry, pointing to his eyes and saying, watch. I think they're arguing that the Medicine Men sent somebody off the bench early.
I think that's what he was trying to signal.
And you might think, hey, pull that ball out and try and kill some time, but boy, if you can score shorthanded, that's pretty big, and he was wide open. Shot clock expires. They're trying to get a shot through just at the last moment there. Didn't connect though, as Lions had it drift away from him. But Borisenko steps over the restraining line. They do have to stay within that line. Borisenko's going to the net. He'll peel off because there wasn't a lane. A couple of Medicine Men were stepping into his route. Poitras gives it up to Borisenko. Poitras cuts to the net, but he's being watched pretty carefully by Keenan O'Gorman. Poitras is so slippery. He just kind of glides around, and next thing you know, he's popped into open space. Borisenko in a bit of trouble, just tosses it ahead. Poitras may have been able to get that, but he didn't see it coming. And Cole Wozni throws a check, but the Medicine Men get out into the offensive zone.
Pretty unusual to see those two not on the same page. Usually Borisenko and Poitras find each other with their eyes closed.
Yeah. You can see Poitras look to him and then spun to see because he realized the ball was gone. He had no idea where it was as it rolled into the corner. Big rip by Thrasher from the outside. Here's an opportunity, but it doesn't quite get caught by Kieran Mulvaney. And here come the Medicine Men. They run out of time on the shot clock, though. Of course, that shot didn't go off the goaltender or the post. Oh, and a ripped pass. A little too hot to handle for Borisenko. And you can see Borisenko saying, it's okay, guys, settle down. He's going to go back and play defense. Kelson Borisenko will do everything for this club. Now he is on the penalty kill.
5-tool player.
And they have killed 3 minutes and 15 seconds of this major. That could be a big boost for the Blizzard if they can get the rest of the way through. That pass is picked off, and Borisenko, he wants to do more than kill the penalty. He wants to score. He runs past Laffin, goes twister, stopped by Tucci.
Great back check from Laffin to put enough pressure on there to force Borisenko to try to go twister there.
You see the touch, actually, I saw it more on the sleeve of Tucci there, the jersey accents in the forearm.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really nice. That one shot bounces all the way back to Tucci. They've got 7-6 on the shot clock, 5. They're going to try and get one down. They do get a shot more. Nice pass from Thrasher to Moore and the chance, but it is turned aside by Medaniak, who has been pretty sharp since being beaten that first time on the outside shot by Lions.
Yeah, Medaniak's been very strong, not knocking the play of Cody Johnson at all.
Oh, he was so good for them.
He was very good, but just a little different of a look, getting Medaniak the number 1 back in.
Poitras evades some traffic. We're reaching the midway point of the first period here. The backdoor cutter. Lutz is bumped into the goalie. And a penalty coming.
Roughing coming from the trail official there.
Yeah. It's going to be against the Medicine Men. So Manitoba will go to 4-on-4 for 25 seconds, and then they're going to come out of this 5-minute major with a power play. So that is a fantastic result for the Blizzard. One of our sponsors for this tournament, allowing us to bring you the Founders Cup, is CKON, Akwesasne Mohawk Radio. CKON 97.3, thank you for being a sponsor and helping us to bring live Canadian Junior B Championship lacrosse action to the world. There's a pass through the middle, doesn't connect. Of course, the Mohawk Medicine Men, based in Messina, New York, so it's not just Canadian teams battling for this Canadian Championship. There are some U.S.-based clubs. Ball snagged there. And Dalton McGinnis is going to run it out of trouble.
Nice loose ball there by McGinnis.
Yeah. That looks like a long stick. Once in a while you see a player playing, you think that can't be legal. And I remember last year actually at the Founders watching a few of the Seneca players. It looked like in the third period they brought out different sticks when they thought there might be some measurements. Haven't really noticed a lot of sticks that were clearly questionable this year, but
I did coach Dalton McGinnis, and I know we measured his stick, and it's just long enough.
Cut to the net, but the save by Medanyuk taking away that chance from Josh Hewitt. Penalty coming to the Medicine Men, so the Blizzard are going to want to get a shot right away and get to the 5-on-3. There it is, Zun ripping it. The save made by Tucci, and that will blow play down. It's a slashing call to Hewitt that he took after he'd gone to the net and been denied. So huge chance for the Blizzard. 5-on-3. They'll set up in the 4-on-3 with the safety valve up at the top, as teams generally do. That is going to be Karen Mulvaney up top, while the lefties are Poitras and Glutowski, Zun and Borisenko, as usual, the righties. That's Cole Zeller, the captain, going after it, knocks the ball loose, and it's picked up by Dylan Tullett. He pointed out Dylan Tullett, the younger brother of Alec Tullett, who was drafted by the Toronto Rock. Had a fantastic college career, the Toronto native. There's Poitras, over to Zun. They've got 14 left on the first penalty. Saved by Tucci. That's a big stop, because that means they will not most likely score in the 5-on-3. Oh, it's a 5-second count. That's just an error in judgment by Dylan Tullett, taking too long to get out of the crease. You have only 5 seconds to get out. Really 4 seconds, because when the 5th second comes, you're done.
Yeah.
Poitras will just literally drop the ball in place there for Bezecki. Bezecki steps in, rips one off the crossbar. Goes straight back out to Glutowski, and they'll reset. They go strong left, Poitras at the top. Zun fakes thing, gives it back to him. A little shift pass. That one doesn't find Glutowski, but he does get it back and get to Bezecki. We got Bezecki on the crease. Glutowski backdoor. Borisenko with a shot. Penalty coming. It's going to be the goaltender with the goaltender or the no. He must be pointing to somebody between himself and the goaltender.
It's going to be another Medicine Men penalty.
Yeah, it's Cole Moore. 4 minutes. Check from behind. So again, it'll be a 5-on-3 for 34 seconds. Okay, here's the play. Oh, that's the call. Right there on Cole Moore. It wasn't a vicious hit, but it was right up above the nameplate, or where the nameplate would be. Above the numbers for sure. And it takes away a scoring chance. So yeah, you're going to get a 4-minute call on that very often. We have 7:14 to go in the first period. It is 1-1. We've had a series of low-scoring starts to games today.
Yes, we have.
Some great lacrosse.
Some good goaltending that's provided those low-scoring numbers in the first and second periods.
Zun fakes the shot, passes over to Poitras. He rips it. Saved by Tucci. 25 on the first penalty. So a good chance for the Medicine Men to kill it. Will they be able to? No, nice job by Medanyuk. He just tapped that ball past. And now it's a 3-on-2 for Manitoba. Poitras takes a look to see who's behind him. Goes to the crease. Goes back door. Borisenko scores. 6 seconds to go in the first penalty. Poitras with a big smile for Cole Zeller, the Medicine Men captain, not happy. But it is 2-1 power play goal Blizzard.
You see Poitras just fakes, throws it down on the crease, and like we said so many times, you leave all that much space for those guys on the crease. Borisenko's going to make absolutely no mistake on that one. You just can't take penalties against this Manitoba team. Make them beat you 5-on-5. Make them beat you with their depth players. As soon as you give power play opportunities to this team, that's when they're going to score goals.
And they have a minute 32 left on the first half of the double minor for checking from behind. So again, a big opportunity. And the extended battle off the faceoff, but Laffin comes up with it. Now he's going to drive to the net. He's triple teamed. The ball pops loose, but there's his teammate to help him out. A great job snagging that ball by Dylan Tullett. Now Tullett has to make sure he stays inside the restraining line. He's got a lane to the net. He's going to go. Twister misses the net. Manitoba will get the ball back.
Nice chance for Tullett there, using his athleticism to break free to the net.
Manitoba setting up. Again, still on the power play. 48 seconds in the first half of the 4-minute penalty. That pass just gets away from Bezecki. Cole Zeller swoops in to snag it and hits the man coming off the bench. Josh Huet, he's having a go at the net. Dances around, stays out of the crease, and will hold on to it without a good shot that he liked. Very smart play to pull it out.
Yeah, Josh Hewitt, he's a smart player, a skilled forward, but you see he uses his athleticism a lot.
Tries to swim, retreats, goes to the net. Now he's going to dive and shoot, but he stepped in the crease. Riley Medaniak landed on him, and it will be Blizzard ball. Evan Ritchie hands it over, and the forwards go out to set things up. Poitras taking his time as they walk into offensive position. We are into the second half of that back-to-back. It's a goal. They go to Borisenko. He bounces it off the back of Vinny Tucci. And there's a conversation going on.
We'll see on the replay here.
His feet are outside the crease, not over the cylinder. Now, I know in the National Lacrosse League that's no goal.
Yeah.
Because the head of the stick has to be in front of the goal line extended when you take the shot, but that clearly is not the case here in the CLA. I've been bouncing around a lot among different rule books, so it always takes me a second. And that is Galirate Mitchell asking about that, just making sure everything was good, and it is. It's a power play goal. Makes it 3-1 with 5:02 to go. The Manitoba Blizzard pull ahead. Those are some bright polo shirts I just noticed. Galawate Mitchell and the crew wearing on the bench, the coaching group.
How'd you just notice now they're that bright?
I know, right? I'm not sure how that did not catch my eye. Moore driving down the outside, turned aside. They switch it over to the lefties. Here's Lyons trying to fight his way through. Gives it up to Moore. 5 on the shot clock. Moore's going to let this one rip. Sorry, that's Aiden Conlon with the shot. Skips wide. And Manitoba gets possession. Oh, that was kind of some indecision, I think, on Garrett DePape, whether to run the ball or pass the ball. He kind of did both and threw it not just into the Manitoba bench, but beyond it into the stands.
That's just a defender there getting caught with a lack of confidence with the ball. See if the Medicine Men try to expose that next time on a forecheck.
Moore driven back as he tried to get to the net. It was Taylor Ritchie turning him aside. Here's Hewitt. Hewitt's low shot, swept up by Medaniak, and that'll be at least a possession call. And I suspect, already the Medicine Men coaches are saying that's a check in the back, just like the one at the other end. I think it was a little bit different qualitatively, but it was a pretty similar play. We'll take a look at it here. It's not that different.
No, it looks like almost the exact same play.
Matt Melito just getting the stick up onto the back above the numbers. Again, not a vicious check,
No.
for sure. Just a bit of a push. The one thing, there was no scoring chance there. At the other end, you had a player on the crease about to try and score, and he was checked down. Whereas in this case, the ball had been shot, had ricocheted away.
Looks like Mitchell Affron's going to be okay. It's a scary moment.
Such a talented player.
Oh, unbelievable. Like I mentioned, Mitch Laffin, one of 3 Albany Great Danes in this tournament. Aiden Conlon, his teammate, and then Ron John as well, going to Albany. So the Dane train is strong here at the Founders Cup.
They got some splash gear. If you're going to Albany with the purple and gold, and then you've got these Medicine Men orange, which is these are fantastic uniforms. Hewitt feeds it through but can't connect with Conlon. It's picked up by Lyons. He stepped on the crease line. No, they're saying he didn't. I thought his toe was on the line, but Calvin Roseberry was looking and most clearly said no. That looked like it was pretty close again.
Need that shot.
30 expires as the shot goes wide. And here goes Poitras. Whistle is blown in. Poitras has a smile for the official. I'm a fan of the quick restart, so I would have been like, blow it in, let's get going. Let him run. Cam Stuckey. Penalty coming to the Medicine Men. So Medanyuk gets to the bench. They've got 15 on the shot clock. Nice pick by Borisenko. The roll is denied by Zeller, swatting down the pass through to him. And the Blizzard up 3-1 will go back to the power play.
Yeah, penalties are just plaguing this Medicine Men team. Last night we saw Mohawk just so much more discipline. They were still playing a lot more physical while still being smart, where in game 1 we saw them play physical, but much like this, just taking penalty after penalty. And I've said it once, I'll say it again. 5-on-5, make the Blizzard make you pay, but when you get their skilled players out there, they're so tough to stop.
Oh, Troy Glutowski, that is unstoppable right there. Nothing Tucci could do. And now a push, and a penalty coming to, it looks like it might only be Blaze Bezecki. There's a bit of a fracas after the goal. Both boxes are open, but I think that's just because the standby official has come out to take some notes. If we can keep it running after, if there's room to run the replay after the goal and see what happened exactly.
See the quick stick goal there, and see coming up here, maybe you see a little skirmish right there. And
I think the hardest push of that whole sequence was Colin Poitras pushing his own players away from the fracas, or the fray.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that one. It looked like there was a fair amount of little shoves in that. I don't know how you just pick up one and send it to the box, but we'll have 4-on-4 lacrosse here for a bit.
And just 11 seconds after the Emerson Shenandoah penalty, the Blizzard scored, so that wiped that one out. And now, with Bezecki getting fingered for roughing, the Medicine Men are going to get their chances. They trail 4-1. This has been an entirely different Manitoba team than we saw yesterday. We'll see now if their penalty kill can live up to the billing. We've got William Lutz up at the top, along with Evan Ritchie. Sorry, Kieran Mulvaney. There's a backdoor attempt. Lions is stopped by Medanyuk. Laffin trying to pressure the pass out. Poitras takes it. Oh, it just bounces out of his stick. He's got Borisenko with him, but they'll slow things down. Well, these guys have been playing together so long. You mentioned the chemistry they have. Borisenko and Poitras. Andy Zunn can be thrown in there as well. .113 to go in the penalty. Into the final 2 minutes of the first period. stay with us in the intermission as Pat Gregoire will be down on the floor with an interview. Is it a surprise, or do you want to tell us, oh, here's a chance for Borisenko. Driving, shoot, scores! Kelson Borisenko shorthanded. Another burst of skill and inspiration from Kelson Borisenko.
The Manhattan College product with a swim move here. Runs it to the rack. And just 1-2 fake, boom, scores. Borisenko's running wild here at the Turtle Dome.
You don't see the twister fake going to the straight up drift over to the far side that often. He sold that twister fake hard. And Tucci, as he bit, was committed and overcommitted, and it's 5-1 now. Riley Medaniuk is being called in. Are they measuring him?
Looks like they might be.
They've got the captain, Colin Poitras, over there with him, and then Cole Zeller, the Medicine Men captain, goes in as well. So Poitras has to go join them as Medaniuk's going to be taken into the dressing room to be measured. We're going to take a look at the standings in the tournament with just one more game to go. It is in that Group A. As you can see, there's the three-way tie in Group B, but the difference is in the goals for and against among the teams that were tied. So that is the order. Seneca will face the winner of this game in the 1 versus 2 crossover. The Allura Mohawks will face the Coquitlam Adanacs in the other. Sorry, the winner of this faces the Seneca War Chiefs. There's the schedule tomorrow, as you can see. The winner of this the loser of this versus the North Shore Kodiaks to open things up. Calgary Shamrocks and Saskatchewan SWAT at 2 p.m. The winners of those games go on to the Tier 2 championship game or 5th place game. And then the evening games, Allura versus Coquitlam and Seneca versus the winner of this game. The winners of that will play for the gold medal. The losers play for the bronze medal. Those games coming on Saturday. 3 games on Saturday. 11, 2, and 5, I believe, are the times.
11, 2, 5, and 5 o'clock, obviously the gold medal game. I think
the suspense.
I think regardless of what happens here in this game, I think either one of these teams, the one that loses, has a real good shot at, potentially going into that Tier 2 championship. I think them and maybe the Shamrocks you would have.
Yeah, I was going to say Calgary is definitely pretty good. Now, somebody is running. Why has Colin Poitras got all his clothes off?
I have no idea.
You can see the Blizzard are excited. Medaniuk sprints over to his net. And that's going to be a delay of game penalty.
Yep.
For the Mohawk Medicine Men with the failed measurement. Not sure what they were checking. Riley Medaniuk's a big kid. So I know for the uppers, it's 3 inches off the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
For the lowers, for the leg pads, Galiwate Mitchell is asking, I don't think he can believe that with the size of Riley Medaniuk that he is good to go. So they were told in the meeting before the game, we were being told by Director Matthew Carrick that what they were looking for was conformity, which means conforming to the shape of the player, I believe. And Riley Medaniuk's a big kid. He's got to have gear that will cover him. So we go to 4-on-4. The penalty will be served by Gavin Hill. And for 57 seconds will be the even strength. And then the Blizzard will go back to a penalty. So a risk-reward system in place. And Galiwate Mitchell and the Medicine Men were hoping to change the momentum. That's not quite working out for them in that case. 4-on-4. There's a drive by Borisenko. He wants it back. Now he's going to try to whip it back toward Glutowski. Can't get it through. Just knocked away. Zun will go and track that one down. 10 on the shot clock right now. Glutowski with a bouncer. He's going to go after the loose ball. He's still fighting for it, but Cole Zeller will smartly step out of harm's way and pass the ball ahead to Laffin. Remember to stick with us in the intermission, as Pat Gregoire will be joined in the first intermission by a member of the Manitoba Blizzard, and probably a pretty excited member at this point. 1 minute to go. Laffin fighting his way through. He's trying to get the step back shot, but that's just great defense. Staying right with him by Kieran Mulvaney. There's the switch, and they get the ball to Moore. Lutz, though, jumped out on him. William Lutz running the floor. They're going to throw it to him, but too far ahead. Tucci goes after it and actually just kind of plays a bit of a soccer dummy as he lets it roll past him, and it's picked up, and off go the Medicine Men in the other direction. The dive attempt, no goal. It's a crease violation by Moore. Manitoba has it. 22 seconds left in the period. They're on the power play. So they're going to leave Medaniuk in the crease. A little confusion among the Blizzard. They've got just 10 seconds in the period to work with. Zun takes it. Thinking backdoor, goes instead to Poitras. There's Bezecki, saved by the hand of Tucci. 2 seconds to go. Poitras grabs it. Oh, he can't quite control the ball, and it will roll harmlessly over towards the Medicine Men bench. He'll just leave it there for the officials in their circle and continue his trot to the change room. Manitoba with a 5-1 lead through 20 minutes of play. I am Steven Stamp, joined by Pat Gregoire here on JVI Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 Founders Cup. We really appreciate all the kind words on Twitter and in person and texts and things. Glad that everyone is enjoying our coverage here. You can follow me at StampLax. You can follow Patty at P. Greggy, and JVI at JVI Video. Remember to go to JVI Sports Network on YouTube and subscribe so you will be given all the information about all of the games that are coming up and that are on. And yeah, Colin Poitras is looking pretty happy, and hopefully Pat Gregoire is going to ask why he had all his gear off when he came out of the goalie measurement, as they stroll up in front of the camera. And Pat Gregoire, go ahead with Colin Poitras.
Stephen, yes, I'm with Colin Poitras, captain of this Manitoba Blizzard team. First off, before we get going, what was with all the gear coming off? I thought it was supposed to be your netminder getting his equipment checked.
It's just hot. It's just hot. I wanted some time to get to cool down too, but I didn't think it was going to be that quick. Honestly, I thought he was going to have to undress and measure a bunch of stuff, but you know, they didn't do much, but clearly he's clean, so it's good to see.
Do you take that maybe as a little bit of a momentum boost for you guys coming in here?
Oh, I just think, you know, they're looking for something. They're looking for a spark. We just got to keep our foot on their throat, and let's see where it goes.
You talk about a spark. You guys were definitely missing that yesterday. We were talking on the broadcast. It just didn't seem like the energetic group that you did have. Here now in Game 3, the biggest game for you guys, basically an elimination game for the gold medal. What's been the big difference for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, essentially this is our biggest game of the season. I mean, yesterday was tough. I mean, Ontario, they're all, you know, Ontario, they're always top contender. But I mean, we hung in a little bit, but we're short numbers. We're tired. I don't know. I think we can pull this out. We just got to keep battling, and we'll get it. Yeah.
Now, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but you have a core group with you guys that have played for a long time together, all local Winnipeg guys. How special would it be bringing back Manitoba a medal, whether it be gold, silver, or bronze?
Oh, I wouldn't even be able to put it into words. I mean, we've wanted that for 5 years now, and we've battled every year. Every year we travel. You know, we live with these guys all summer. So yeah, these guys are my brothers, and I love every single one of them.
All righty, well, I'll let you get back to your brothers there and regroup for the second. Best of luck the rest of the way. Colin Poitras, the captain of the Manitoba Blizzard, will look to keep that momentum heading into the second period here on JVI Sports Network.
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2018 Founders Cup here in the Turtle Dome in Akwesasne. I'm Steven Stamp. I am joined by Pat Gregoire. We have our 50-50 tickets and we are ready to go for the second period of action. First, let's see what happened in the first. There's Borisenko banging that one in off the post.
Yeah, that's all
and
it was.
has a big smile for everyone around, his opponents, his teammates. Go ahead, Pat.
The Borisenko show. See that one there in the nifty off the back and in. And we'll see one more as you go swim move, weights in, like you said, fake, the crippler, the twister, whatever you want to call it. Regardless, it was a sweet move and a nice finish.
Okay, before we go any further, did you just say it's the Borisenko show?
Yes.
I really like that. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just imagining things. That was fun. Kelson Borisenko, what a period. That, honestly, that would be the 3 best goals of my career if I'd ever done that.
Hands down. And the best part
big
about, and the best part about his game is that not only is he that electric of an offensive player, but he goes back on defense and he's by far the best defender.
Kills penalties.
Yep.
He's heavily engaged in all aspects of the game.
Medicine Men.
And he annoys the bejeebers out of everyone he plays.
Absolutely.
He's an under-the-skin kind of guy.
Medicine Men looking for some sort of spark here. The complete opposite energy that we saw them bring in that second game, their first ever Founders Cup win. And you see coaching staff there, hopefully they put their heads together to figure something out, maybe free up some space for Mitch Laffin. We haven't seen that explosiveness that we saw last game.
Yeah, and you can't just expect him to do it all on his own. He is up there for the face-off, lining up against Cam Stuckey. 15 seconds remain on the delay of game penalty that the Medicine Men took when their challenge of Riley Medanyuk's gear failed. Borisenko misses that and is very upset with himself because he knows that would have been a chance to at least go down and try a shot before the penalty expired. That's not going to happen. We will go back to even strength right now. I am Steven Stamp, joined by Pat Gregoire, and we are pleased to be here with you for one more game today. Lots of action tomorrow. We've shown you the schedule, but you can check it out on the Founders Cup site, on the CLA page. There's a shot and a save by Medanyuk. Loft pass ahead. Glutowski tried to get it to Zun. He was kind of hesitant going after it. Now he's pushed down and will get possession. Oof. And he is like a brick wall. Andy Zun, so you push him down, you have to do some pushing. May have, once he felt it going, may have let himself go a little bit. Oh my goodness, that goes in. Did that bounce off the defender or was it tipped in?
It looked like it was tipped in off the stick. We'll get a better look.
Zach Glutowski reaching out for it.
And he was pointing to himself, laughing there. I think it just goes right off his stick. We'll see again. And Gutowski just misreads to go catch that ball, but luckily for him, tips right off the end of the head and goes in.
That's the equivalent of a tennis player's shot hitting the net cord and dropping down. Almost a little apology. Discussion going on here. Dalton McGuinness wondering about something with the officials, Calvin Roseberry. And Roseberry says, okay, we're gonna go play now. Play is blown in. Stuckey thought he had it. It does go out to Poitras. He's gonna try and get a shot. No, he's gonna turn it aside as he was well defended by McGuinness. Glutowski handling the ball more conventionally, passes it over to Zun. There's Borisenko. Has a lane, looks for the shot. It's kicked aside by Tucci. Medicine Men on the run. They pull up and hit the man off the bench. All kinds of time for some fakes for Aiden Conlon, but Medanyuk holds his ground. We said Cody Johnson had been good for Manitoba, but Medanyuk brings something special to this team, and you can see the confidence they're playing with, and he is rewarding them.
Yeah, he's got that big upper body, but for a big boy, he moves real well.
There's an open look, and another save by Medanyuk.
Saw Aiden Conlon yesterday not being able to score, still supplied 4 assists, but looks like he snake bit here once again.
He'll go and try and open some space. Big pick. There's the roll. Can he do it now? No, that one misses the net entirely. Still 17 on the shot clock after they got into reset. And it looked like the Medicine Men are going to change. They are. Mitch Laffin will come out, and immediately the Blizzard jump out on him. They know who he is. Evan Ritchie covers him, but a drive to the net. And Gavin Hill not able to score. But there is a fresh 30 awaiting if they can come up with possession. It's kicked around. That's Manitoba getting it. Taylor Ritchie gets the ball.
A couple massive stops there from Medanyuk. Like you said, you can't look at Cody Johnson and say he didn't do a good job in spot duty for the first 2 games. He was fantastic, but Medanyuk has just been that next level, and that's why he was the starting goalie and one of the top goalies in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League.
Hewitt just waiting for things to develop. Hands it off to Lyons. Sorry, that's Dylan Tullett, number 76, not 36 Lyons. There's Lyons with the ball. He steps into space, lets a sidearm rip off the post and hard off the post. He's going to try and track it down. I think he's going to be outrun, though, by Matt Carlin. Carlin couldn't pick it up cleanly, still can't quite get possession. Eventually, he does scoop it up, fakes the pass. Lyons right on top of him. Carlin still running about. He's going to circle behind the net. Now he will make the pass off. Wozny gave it to Borisenko. Oh, his shot off the side of the face there of Sasta Thomas. Medicine Men get possession of the ball and run into the offensive zone. Slashing call.
That was well behind the play.
Way behind the play. We've got Taylor Ritchie heading to the Manitoba dressing room. Not sure if it's he was running, looked like he was moving okay. It's either an upper body injury issue or a gear issue. They do have a member of the organization has gone in there with him. Penalty coming to, who is that? Who's 33?
They got 33 up there. I don't believe
right.
they have a 33. Yeah. I think maybe it might have been, unless Vinny Tucci.
Oh, Tucci, okay, yeah, it's the goalie. That makes sense. Looking on the list, and we keep our goalies separate at the top of the list. So yeah, it's Vinny Tucci with the slash. Oh, and now we have another penalty coming. Oh, this does not look good. It's going to be a high sticking call. And Poitras is just hanging on to his head. Looking distinctly uncomfortable with the helmet off. So it'll be Emerson Shenandoah heading to the box for the second time. It's a major, as we suspected it might be. There's Shenandoah right there. Oh, it goes off screen. Not sure if we got it with the other camera or not. Poitras is not looking very happy. He just helped to his feet.
Yeah, Poitras looking a little groggy there. Hopefully for him and this Blizzard team, it's nothing too serious, but Shenandoah is going to sit down for 5 minutes. Yeah. The undisciplined play just continues.
It was interesting is what we were walking around down at floor level before the game, and there were a few local fans at the end of the rink sitting there, and one was saying to the others, you know, I think the Medicine Men have a good chance in this if they can just stay out of the penalty box. If they can stay out of the penalty box. He reiterated and emphasized.
They were able to stay out of the penalty box for a decent amount yesterday, but still, they still took a ton of penalties. They scored 4 shorthanded goals yesterday as well, which kind of helped.
That has not been happening today. Here's some nice movement by the Blizzard. They are 5-on-3. Cole Zeller pushes his man over. Good non-call there.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Zeller sometimes gets penalized for being stronger than every player on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, what a pass by Borisenko. The low shot, though, stopped by Tucci. as Glutowski tried it from in tight. He steps out of his crease, rips a long pass off the backboards. There's a chance for Laffin, saved by Medanyuk, who was looking pretty casual as the ball was coming down, but then he quickly adjusted. They're setting up with 45 seconds left in the 5-on-3. There's a shot by Zun off the leg. And it will be Zeller with possession of the ball.
I think Tucci might have thought that one ended up going in, just the way he reacted.
He did
after
look
he
like
made
he
the
let
save.
it in, which made me almost call goal because I thought the same thing, but Zeller had the ball. Now 20 seconds left
Hewitt's
in the
gotta watch his feet
5-on-3.
there.
Oh, he's so close. Hewitt almost strolled nonchalantly
Give me
across
a
the
panic
restraining
back
line.
there.
The coach in you was freaking
Yeah,
out.
exactly. It's those mental errors that's just killing this Medicine Men team right now. And then you look down on the other end, the Blizzard are just playing so smart and so poised.
Isaac Thrasher nicely avoiding getting pushed out, and then we'll pass it off to Dylan Lyons as one penalty has expired. Three Blizzard players on Lyons, who holds it up and cradles, but the ball drops out of his stick. Then a big push from behind, which is enough to provide Manitoba with possession. 3 minutes to go in the major penalty, so a chance here. If they can get to the ball first, Cody Moore goes after as that pass went astray from the Blizzard. Hard work going after it by the Medicine Men, but it's Manitoba. Poitras back out on the floor, comes up with it, and will take the ball now into the offensive zone. 10 left on the shot clock in this possession for Manitoba. Skip pass, Borisenko rips it. Rebound is picked up momentarily, then dropped, but it is grabbed once again, this time by Kieran Lefevre. Lots of pressure. The whip pass ahead. Mitch Laffin will take his time. Now he makes the pass. He gets it back, feeds it through. Oh, nice attempt, but Gavin Hill just could not find his spot. The Medicine Men certainly generating more chances here as we move along the second period, even while they're shorthanded.
Yeah, they're getting the better looks. Ball still not sinking for them, not dropping at all.
Makes it tough when you get those chances and aren't able to put it in
Yeah.
so many times. Eventually it goes back and the other team will score. That rip is wide from Andy Zun. It's going to stay in bounds, tracked down by Poitras. Can't quite grab the ball. And the shot clock does expire. It'll be Medicine Men possession. Poitras was going to stay, sees that he's got time, so he'll run off to the bench. There's a cutter back door, nicely picked up there by Taylor Ritchie, taking away the chance for Hewitt, who was cutting unchecked initially towards the net. Still a minute and a half left on the major penalty as Cody Moore goes for a run. Laffin just going to hang on to it till somebody comes after him. Now they do. Tries to go along the boards, but Ritchie stops him there. He's got help coming from Popenick. Oh, he gets through the double team now. Oh, the stick comes up under the chin of Laffin and a penalty coming. Tucci going to the bench. And they're going to have the player jump in smartly, coached to jump into the neutral zone so the shot clock does not start running. They are 4-on-5, but they've got a player out there. That was Aiden Conlon stepping into the neutral zone. Laffin still protecting the ball. And now there's going to be another penalty, a holding call. So the second penalty stops the play. It's the high stick to start and then the hold. And are they both on Josh Popenick? It looks like it because he's the only one they're taking. So he'll be in there for either 4 or 7 minutes. I assume the first one's a 2. Yeah, it's a 2-minute high stick and a 2-minute hold. So 44 seconds of 4-on-4 play and then 3 minutes and 16 seconds. This is the one right there. Not a whole lot of question about that one. That's not a player throwing his head up to try and draw a foul. Laffin didn't embellish that at all. He just got his helmet knocked up.
No, not at all. And I mean, you could see Laffin after pulling his helmet down. The cage was, halfway up his face.
What a gritty shift by Laffin.
Oh yeah.
Isaac Thrasher's shot stopped by Medanyuk. That's definitely becoming a theme as Medanyuk bailing out the Blizzard as Mohawk are starting to create some chances. before him, so it's okay for Glutowski to step outside the restraining line there. But in 17 seconds, he'll no longer be able to exit the zone without giving up possession. Borisenko looks up. They just want to let the clock tick down so they're into the penalty kill while they still have possession. The shot clock will stop. There's a 1 second difference. What a break for them. Borisenko goes to the net, shoots and scores. The Borisenko show continues. I had to steal it.
Of
I'm
course.
so sorry. Oh my goodness. They looked like they were just going to go to the penalty kill and start ragging time off. And instead, Borisenko lights it up.
See here, just once again, I know you're trying to kill as much time as possible, so just let him go out there and wait. But at the same time, you have to be aware. Don't just sit there and let him be there. Be active, be in your defensive stance. So if he does continue or start to dodge, you can go out there and get a touch on him. You can't just let him casually walk in there because he's so dangerous once he's on the crease.
7-1, Manitoba pulls ahead. Mitch Laffin comes up with the ball off the faceoff, and he'll take a chance to roll it to someone, hand off his faceoff stick, grab his offense stick. That's the tricky thing for offensive players if they take faceoffs, is there's no way you can play with that faceoff stick. It just gets mangled. Taking the draws, so Laffin is smart to get the opportunity to go get his real stick out there. Great toe drag. He blows a tire though. He's gonna have to go track it down. Calvin Roseberry picks it up. Not quite the Brandon Boyle approach. Did you see that one in the World Juniors? Somebody lost his shoe and he had to pick it up, and then he had to blow down the 30 seconds. Saved by Medaniak, so he had to whistle with one hand, tap his head with the other, so he dropped the shoe, made the call, picked the shoe back up. It was a symphony. Borisenko to the net, takes a check from Tucci. Tucci's getting physical in this game. There he is. You can see him standing his ground saying, "Stop entering my crease."
Yeah, no, he's a fiery competitor. Hates when anyone comes into the crease. We already saw him take one, and I know coaching against him in Oakville and in Brampton Junior B as well. Always a fiery competitor.
There's a rip from the outside, a hard one, but it goes off the boards onto the back side of the mesh. Scooped up there by Evan Ritchie. And a timeout taken by Manitoba as they were, I think they felt they're in danger of not making the 10-second count to get up in the offensive zone since they are shorthanded. Today's game is brought to you in part by CKON 97.3, Akwesasne Mohawk Radio, live and local. Thank you to CKON 97.3 for helping make broadcasting of the 2018 Founders Cup and the Founders Cup itself possible. I'm Stephen Stamp with Pat Gregoire on JVI Sports Network. There's a shot on the ball that Tucci may have thought was in. Let's see that again. It gets a little fuzzy when you slow it down too much. But yeah, I guess it's not in.
Nope.
And there's Cole Zeller, very alert. Realizes goalie doesn't know where it is. Doesn't want it to roll out. One benefit for the in the CLA is for the defense is nobody can reach in. The offense can't reach in and pull the ball out.
One quick note, out-of-town scoreboard. Coquitlam Junior A Adanacs picking up the first win of the Minto Cup, 16-1 over the Junior A Mounties.
Wow.
That's, I mean, talk about making a statement there.
Yeah, we knew Coquitlam was going to be good, but that's a thrashing. Borisenko gets into the offensive zone. Oh, and there's a no penalty? Come on. That's a slash to the leg while he's laying down. Here we go the other way. Nice save, Medaniak, and he's going to scoop up the loose ball. It gets away from him, goes cleanly through the rafters, and it's run onto by Poitras, and he scoops up with one hand. There's Borisenko still up ahead, and you know he's going to score after what happened to him. I'm still stunned there was no penalty on that penalty call on that play. Well, what a finish. Is that 5 or 6 for Borisenko?
That'd be 5 there.
3 in the first and then the 2 here in the second. Yeah.
Wow, impressive.
What a game.
Also an assist there as well. Take a look at his goal there. no look there and no need to. I mean, why would you want to see another goal from Borisenko? I'm getting bored of seeing number 23 snipe.
It's the Borisenko show.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like it might not be the last one we see tonight.
I have a feeling you might be right here.
Feeling it. Medicine Men with possession off the faceoff, and that was a shorthanded goal. There's a rip from the outside by Conley, gets away from him and up off the glass. Mulvaney comes away with the ball. Sorry, that was Garrett DePape, but can't maintain possession. So the Medicine Men go back to it. Cody Moore reaching his stick in the twister position to try and take the pass. There's a shot sidearm, and the rebound is tucked in. That's Cody Moore. He didn't get the pass, but he gets a rebound, and he fires that one home.
We saw Cody Moore yesterday score a hat trick, and not one goal was more than 4 feet away from the crease. That's his office. You see Conlon with the BTB pass over to Thrasher. Thrasher can't bury, but Johnny on the spot puts the garbage home, and maybe this is the boost that the Medicine Men were looking for.
We've just had, it looks like a goalie change back to Vinny Tucci. I didn't even notice that they had run Keaton Johnson out there.
Yeah, that last goal was scored on Keaton Johnson.
Isn't that interesting? Why didn't you tell me?
Because Borisenko's too busy putting the ball in that.
Good point. 5-on-5, 8-2, 7:27 to go in the second. Medicine Men with control of the ball and 13 seconds on the shot clock. Thrasher trying to bull his way through, flips it back out. There's Laffin trying to work his way in. 3 on the shot clock. Makes some space, save Medanyuk. Tell you, Riley Medanyuk, young man with National Lacrosse League aspirations. I mean, he's like any young goalie, he's got some development to do, some consistency. Laffin buries it. I was just going to say, you got to look at him and think, hey, he's worth taking a look. As is Mitch Laffin if you want to add some scoring touch to your team.
You knew you weren't going to keep 61 in orange quiet for that long, just 1 assist on the game. And Hewitt, the scorer from last season, just finds Laffin in the middle, and nice little glass jump to boot. Laffin, such quick hands around that crease.
.652 to go. I'm Steven Stamp with Pat Gregoire. Hey, we've got shots on goal up on the gondola overhead. Well, I don't think the shots are 17-15. Borisenko with it. What can he do this time? Poitras, Zun, back of the net. Tic-tac-toe, the trio of veterans. I love that shot of the 3 of them celebrating with their arms around each other. Great interview with Colin Poitras that you had in that first intermission.
You said it, here's the veterans. Borisenko, Poitras to Zun. I mean, if you're a Manitoba Blizzard fan, you've heard that be called out countless of times. Doesn't matter which one of them score, which ones get the assist. All 3 of them have so much chemistry.
All 3 in the top 10 of Rocky Mountain
Yes.
League, Lacrosse League, Junior B scoring, all-time history. Thank you to Terry Dockett for that. He was sending us that info yesterday. A bunch of Calgary Shamrocks present and past on that list as well. Here's Laffin with the ball. As the Medicine Men get it back. 9-3 the score now for Manitoba. Big goal for Manitoba to stem the bit of momentum that Mohawk were developing. Pass off the boards, picked up by Lyons. He fights his way to the middle. A little roller shot, but Medaniak ready and waiting, and hands it off to Ritchie. Ritchie gets it ahead nicely to William Lutz. And Glutowski moves it on, looking for the pass back. It's not coming, though, backdoor instead. Bezecki had a great chance, but just missed on the quick stick. Manitoba hustling defenders out to turn aside the transition chance. Boy, they got somebody off the floor in a hurry because Garrett DePape was sprinting out as the Medicine Men player came off the bench.
Yeah, good job to get back in reverse transition. Nice slide.
Laffin, yeah, big hit from DePape. Nice save by Medania because Laffin, even after the slide, managed to sidestep and slip his way into a shooting lane. Toe drag and a bouncer off the post from Aiden Conlon. Snagged there, breaking in, all alone, shoots far side, but Taylor Ritchie was a little off on his aim. Here's Isaac Thrasher with possession in the offensive zone for the Medicine Men. Lions back to Thrasher. He's got a shot, Medaniak turns that aside. Hewitt, there's a pick and roll to Moore, can't quite get the pass to him. Nice job by Josh Popenick as he ran into Moore at the end, not to bump him too hard, just kind of held his ground, stepped around a little bit, and avoided any kind of possession call. Pass to the far side to Poitras is picked off. On a dead run. It's a beautiful goal, but then he runs the goalie. That's Emerson Shenandoah. The goal will count. I haven't seen an indication of a penalty yet.
See the replay here, Shenandoah speeding up the floor, takes that shot, and
I don't get it.
looked like he lowered his shoulder, didn't try to make an attempt to get out of the way. I don't know.
I think he accelerated.
I don't know if he accelerated.
Okay,
but
maybe he didn't accelerate, but he just ran right into him. (9-4), 4 minutes to go. Medicine Men generating a little bit more momentum as they get another goal.
So the big challenge here for the Medicine Men is getting that next goal, not allowing
The response.
yes,
Yeah.
that punch back that this Blizzard team has been able to do each time they've scored.
Attempt by Hewitt to drive underneath, well defended by Ritchie. Thrasher gets underneath his man, drifts the shot just high. The rebound picked up, Medaniak with a save. Battling for it is Isaac Babulik, but it rolls out to Thrasher. His shot on the back, Babulik has it, it's knocked away from him. Hewitt has the ball. Moore wants it. It's going to go out instead to Laffin. His shot goes wide. Thrasher gets it, pulls his way in, scores. No goal, a crease call. And the crowd here in the arena, obviously largely pro the home team, the Mohawk Medicine Men, don't like that and they voice their displeasure.
Yeah, the Boo Birds just falling down here from the Turtle Dome.
It'll be interesting if we can get another look at that to see if we agree with the call.
I think we might be able to. Penalty coming up to the Medicine Men. Oh, they just can't help themselves here.
Yeah. Such a way to kill momentum. Although, I mean, if you can get a shorthanded goal, it can actually help.
Yeah.
Shot clock expires on the Blizzard.
As I said yesterday, they had 4 shorthanded goals, but just not getting that spark they've been looking for.
Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get a peek at that last crease call, but it is a penalty to Gavin McLaughlin. So with a 9-4 lead, 2:32 to go here in the second period, the Blizzard, oh, here we go. Oh, the foot was clearly over. It's not even whether he stepped in or not. His foot was clearly over the cylinder in midair. Again, in the CLA, your foot can't be past the line of the crease, even if it's in the air, which effectively eliminates that kind of dive attempt. The Medicine Men get possession. If they can kill this penalty, we'll be down to the final 30 seconds of the second period. I'm Steven Stamp, and Pat Gregoire is making his way down to a floor side where he will gather a member of the Medicine Men for an interview. I'm in suspense because I'm not sure I've been told who it was. It's possible I just forgot who it was. Either way, we will enjoy that. There's Laffin with the double team, was given a bit too much room by Popenick and was able to just spin around. Not a lot of pressure, but now the double team is coming. Got to take the line away from the restraining line. Now they're pushing him out. He'll flick it back on behind him. It's a race to it. The 211s go after it. Hewitt wins it for the Medicine Men, getting there before DePape can. And there are 37 seconds left. The Medicine Men still in possession of the ball. They try to hit Laffin coming through. What a sprint in by Dylan Lyons to get the ball back, and the 30 still does not run. Laffin had it on the hidden ball trick, and that was pretty convincing. I was at least 50-50 that it was Cody Moore, number 9, who had it. But immediately pointing to the ball was Kieran Mulvaney to let his teammates know that Laffin had it. The penalty will expire, and we'll go back to even strength with 32 seconds to play in the penalty. So the Medicine Men won't be able to pull their goaltender and take a final shot without a slight risk of Manitoba being able to get a shot on the empty net if the ball is turned over. It's 9-4. I'm Steven Stampen. If you guys let me know who Pat Gregoire is planning to interview. Pat Gregoire, who are you going to interview? I forgot you can hear me.
Sorry, just had to flip on the old microphone there. Mitch Laffin.
Mitch Laffin. I'm not sure if he needs the 3Gs bump. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind it. There's Riley Medaniuk making sure his helmet is comfortable and gets his gloves, gathers his gear. He's going to head back. As we will see a 6-on-5 situation. I'm sure that the Medicine Men will keep Tucci at the bench. It just means they have to make sure they are quite late in the shot clock before they do attempt a shot, because otherwise the risk of Manitoba getting a chance at the empty net rise substantially. Tucci is on the bench. .24 seconds. 18 now on the shot clock. They start to move. 5 on the shot clock. Conlon's pass is low, but it does get to Thrasher behind the back. Goes wide, out of play with 9/10 of a second left. Manitoba possession. Borisenko picks it up. Play is blown in. He tries to let a shot rip. It doesn't get through. It is knocked down. Wait a minute. There's a ball in the net at the far end. Did that ball go in? There's the ball in the net. I know it would definitely have been after the whistle, but did Borisenko put that ball in the net, guys? My goodness. Kelson Borisenko, even when it can't count, he's putting the ball in the net. What a play. And Pat Gregoire is going to go out and grab Mitch Laffin. Get out quick, Patty, before you get trapped. Oh, Patty's already out there. He's got laughing. He's all just about raring to go. So we are going to go to Pat Gregoire, joined by Mitch Laffin once they are in position. And away you go.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. Yes, like you said, alongside Mitch Laffin. Mitch, you came here before the tournament from Onondaga, but it feels like you've already built some chemistry along players like Aiden Conlon, who you do play with at UAlbany.
Yeah. Yeah, I came here before the tournament, about a couple days later. Got a couple practices in, had a few, got some chemistry with the guys. Yeah, me and Aiden, we play attack together sometimes, so we gel real well. If I cut to the middle, I know he's going to throw it to me. It's not like a second guess, it's in my stick.
Now, yesterday we had that offensive explosion from you guys yesterday. Haven't quite seen it a little bit at the end. What's the difference between the offense right now, or is the Blizzard just doing something that's preventing you guys to play?
They're playing fantastic defense, but we came out a little flat-footed in the first period. We just got to get our feet rolling, setting some picks. Defense, we kind of got to pick it up a little more. We're letting them guys cut backside. We just got to, get moving here.
I know you are new to this team, but it's already pretty obvious that you're a leader in this group. What's the message to the locker room going to be heading into the third?
The game's not over. We got 20 miles left. We still got a lot of time. These guys could crumble at any moment, so we just got to keep moving, keep working, and our shots will come.
All right, Mitch, I'll let you get back to it and say that message to your teammates. Thanks a lot. Mitch Laffin, number 61 for these Medicine Men, and if they're going to come back, he's going to need some help from someone else on his team. We'll see if the Mohawk can do that here on JVI Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, Lacrosse friends, to the 2018 Founders Cup live on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp with Pat Gregoire, and we are going to look some highlights from the second period, and then I'm going to win the 50-50 draw.
Yeah, there you go. That would be probably the best night that you could have besides Borisenko, who has been lighting it up on the floor. Here's that rebound goal that we saw from Moore. That kind of injected some life into this building, but immediately was taken out as you see the three veterans hook up for, once again, another goal. I mean, we talked about it. They probably have done that so many times throughout their junior career. And
I love that shot that we got of the three of them celebrating.
You know, they've done so much for Manitoba Lacrosse with the Blizzard, and it's sad to see that they won't be there next year when it's held in Winnipeg.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
I wonder what role, like, I have to imagine the three of them will be there in some way.
Yes.
And there are other players, other graduating players on this team. There's about 9 or 10 players from this club that will graduate this year. And you would think a lot of them will stay involved in some way, because lacrosse in Winnipeg and Manitoba in general has meant so much to them.
Yeah.
And I know it's been declining, the numbers of junior teams and things. I would love to see these guys and what they bring to the game, what they mean to the game there, really result in a growth, in a burgeoning of the game in that province.
The only thing is, I think Kelson Borisenko is going to get a lot of calls to play senior ball somewhere else.
Yes, I would
That's
think
the
so.
only thing.
Face-off is won by Kieran Mulvaney.
Slash coming up to Dylan Tullett. Medicine bench clearly not happy with that one, but I think just kind of rides up the arm, hits the face mask. I don't think you can really argue that one.
So, again, discipline becomes an issue immediately for the Mohawk Medicine Men. Just 14 seconds into a third period where they desperately needed a hot start as they trail 9-4. And they are in the penalty box. Tell you, that's disillusioning. Neither one of us won the 50-50. Matthew Carrick's rubbing it in by telling us it was worth $625.
I think if I keep looking at it, the numbers will change.
Maybe. So the penalty kill underway for Medicine Men. But I mean, when you're trailing by 5, there's lots of time, but letting that 2 minutes tick off is
you got to start thinking of maybe taking to the rack, and if you get a good scoring chance, attack. But yeah, I agree with you.
Looks like, yeah, they're going to wait for now. I would think towards the end of the penalty, they might have a go at it. We'll see. Isaac Thrasher with the ball being watched by Garrett DePap. Part of it will be if one of the other defenders dozes off in his coverage, but so far they're being quite alert. Although the Mohawk Medicine Men not making it very hard on them, really just standing around, not trying to generate too much. Hewitt has come onto the floor now for Lions. And now there's some movement going. Hewitt directing traffic, runs over to the near side to get on his proper side of the floor. They've got 3 righties, and they've isolated Thrasher across the floor with DePap watching him. Now the 2 righties will trot over to the other side, and they'll isolate Hewitt. Hewitt trying to work in on Lutz. A little push in the back on the pick by Moore. Hewitt working his way around. 20 seconds left on the penalty. Bit of a tug around the shoulder area by Mulvaney. May have gotten away with something there. 5 seconds on the penalty, so Poitras and the Blizzard will just wait for it to expire rather than risking a shot that could carry him up the floor and send the penalized player on a breakaway. Now they will go to their offensive set with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Borisenko passes it through. The shot on the run by Poitras misses. Borisenko will grab it and fling it into the corner. He took a look, realized he had time to make that play before the buzzer went for the 30. So it just makes it a little longer for the Mohawk Medicine Men to move up into the offensive zone. They're there now. Thrasher. When Matt Melito was picking himself up off the carpet a moment ago. Medicine Men just getting their 5th attacker out now. It's Laffin. It's a pretty good attacker to add. Diving attempt. But Lions can't get it, and Medaniak just gives him a little shove on the back as he was about to get up. Hewitt goes to the net. He can't bury it. Medaniak stops him. A little forecheck pressure coming from Moore, but the Blizzard get it ahead, and Borisenko will set things up. 18 on the shot clock. He kind of steps back like he's setting up a field lacrosse dodge from the outside. Now he's going to drive to the middle, flips it off to Zunn, who shoots on the run and scores. It's an assist for Borisenko on the laser from Andy Zunn.
Andy Zunn in game 1 had the hat trick. Game 2 just held silent, was not able to use that big shot, but what a heads-up play by Borisenko. Drives to the net, looks like he does have a lane. Instead, he flips it back over to Zunn, gets absolutely crushed. But as everyone converges in on Borisenko, it opens up so much space for Zunn, who just throws that shot right on the run.
Zunn on the run, buries it. Medicine Men come up with the ball off the faceoff. They got a chance right away, but it skips away from
Dylan Tullett.
Dylan Tullett. I was going to say Dylan Lyons, but that was Tullett.
Both have a 6 in their jersey. They're both
Yeah.
lefties. You can see
Both Dylans.
Yep.
It's tricky. Medicine Men get the ball back on a too many men, early man off the bench for Manitoba, and see what the Medicine Men can do with it. The goaltender is coming for the sneaky 6-on-5. Gilewite Mitchell was even being sneaky with his arm motion, just come on, giving him but not looking, just motioning. The goalie heading back to the net, but the shot for Bezecki, and he will bury that one, making it 11-4. Tucci just not able to get back out there in time. I thought actually Tucci was a little slow, or the team was a bit slow to send him back to the crease when the ball was turned over. They seemed to wait for a while, hoping they could force a turnover.
Yeah, just sloppy play here by the Mohawk Medicine Men. It's been undisciplined play and just, low IQ plays that have plagued this team in this game. We saw them play such a clean game, such a smart game just 24 hours ago, and now they just look unmatched for this Manitoba team.
And think about how bad Manitoba looked yesterday. I mean, they admitted they didn't have energy, they didn't have sharpness, they just didn't have their drive, and they came back today and are looking fantastic. And that, I think, goes a long way to the determination of the half the roster that are senior players to whom this means so much. And a good chunk to Riley Medaniak as he catches that ball, baseball style, hands it off there to Richie.
Yeah, he's made some big saves, a ton of volume of saves as well. I mean, if it's not for him, Cody Johnson's in between the pipes instead, and I mean, he's still a great goalie. I don't know if he's making as many stops as Medaniak is making, though.
Medaniak's such an Angles goalie and has that knack for moving just enough to take away the opportunity. A reset with the long outside shot from Zunn. He'll get it back from Borisenko. Across to Poitras. Blutowski running into the middle. Pick from Poitras. Blutowski gets it back. They go to the back door. Wozny is buried by Zeller. Cole Zeller. Borisenko having some words, and there's yanking on the face mask there. And a punch thrown, and the helmet ripped. Oh, and the helmet thrown. That's it. You are gone, my friend. I'm sorry, but that is it in this game for Sasta Thomas. He threw Borisenko's helmet at him. I don't imagine we'll see him again in this tournament.
Probably a safe assumption, although he's just heading to the box. Now the ref's saying, no, your day is done here.
Yeah.
Akwesasne Thomas in his last year with the Akwesasne Indians had over 100 penalty minutes, so no stranger to the...
just the frustration boiling over there, and repeated yanks on the face mask. And then the one gloved punch. And there we see the modern phenomenon of giving someone a squirt of water. Remember when players used to hold their own water bottles? But now in the NFL, it's all you see.
Yeah, the trainer comes out, gives him a nice squirt.
You need some water? I would find it weird. I would just be like, thank you, I'll get that. There you go. Akwesasne having a drink himself. The officials gathering to see what the total tally will be in penalty minutes. Wes Kendall from Alberta just walked out of the screen. Calvin Roseberry from Saskatchewan is on the left, and that's standby officials Joe Catalano from Alberta, who is responsible for writing everything down and making sure he's got it all clear. Then they will give it to Darius White, who will share it with the rest of us. Roseberry is explaining to the Manitoba bench.
See a 5 on the board and a 2.
Yeah, the 2 going to Cole Wozni. And the 5 to Akwesasne Thomas. He's obviously got a game misconduct as well. We'll await the announcement. It looks like Darius White about to make it. There's a shot and a goal. Kelson Borisenko is just making it look easy.
I've actually ran out of space to write down goals in Kelson Borisenko's column. Beautiful little split dodge, runs around, and perfect awareness as he gets close to the crease not to step in, take that shot before. Unbelievable, single-handedly beating this Medicine Men team.
He has been amazing, and the penalties were just announced. Wozni gets 2 for roughing, and then a match penalty to Akwesasne Thomas. Manitoba with possession. We are 4-on-4 for another minute and a half. Zun has it. They go back door to Poitras. He can't score, but he does come up with the rebound, the loose ball off the rebound. Fakes it to the pass. Borisenko tries to sell it. Now they go to Zun. He's going to come across the top. Saw the time was running down on the shot clock. Got a shot off. Here's a chance on the restart, and they're going to say he has to go back. Almost a great chance for Emerson Shenandoah. Again, I like the fast restart. I just blow it in and let him run.
Yeah, especially with that there. I mean, picking up the ball speeds up the game and adds for more quick chances.
More low shot, but Medaniak just bounces that with his pad off into the corner. Goes back to the Medicine Men. Toe drag by Laffin. Played nicely there by Blaze Bezecki. They get a pick, pass across. Lions. That pass doesn't quite connect. They've got 3 on the shot clock. Laffin gets it off the goalie and gets it back, then feeds it through to Moore. Great play. Medaniak stymies him though. Isaac Thrasher reached into the crease to try and get possession of that ball. Is blown down. You can't do that. Pass to Poitras. 10 seconds left in the penalty to Wozni. So it looks like Manitoba will let that one expire and have him come out and join them where it's going to be a brief possession, just 7 seconds on the shot clock. Poitras will take it. It bounces off of Tucci over into the corner. Cole Zeller, nobody near him. He's going to come up with the ball. Hands it off to Hewitt.
Just time here, ticking away, but Medicine Men know that they got to take something to the cage as they do here.
Oh,
unbelievable goal.
Isaac Thrasher spins and goes backhand whip low to high. What a beautiful shot for the short-handed marker.
Isaac Thrasher, field lacrosse player converted to an indoor player and showing his athleticism, but the creativity of a box player there with the spin around shovel shot.
What a great play. We're just saying, you know, with the being down for the 5-minute major, they had to try and create something while they're shorthanded, and Thrasher does a brilliant job of it. Manitoba comes up with possession. Glutowski over to Poitras. You can see how far out the Medicine Men are coming. It is not the normal penalty kill station, and it works as they cause an errant pass. Lions had to wait for a moment to come out, and then the ball had bounced out past the penalty box before he was able to get it. Good effort by Tucci to try and lead that pass to Lions, but just a little bit too much. Well, it wasn't too much originally, but they didn't have a player at the bench yet. Zun and Poitras. Zun holds onto it now, gives Poitras who'll shoot. Foot saved by Tucci. Poitras fights for it, but it bounces out to Zun. Solid check by Dylan Tullett. And Manitoba sending their 5th attacker out now, as Bezecki was waiting until they had possession. A defender was ready to go. You can tell Manitoba being very alert, not aware of not giving up transition chances.
Nice stop there by Tunji to keep his team alive here. Still 10 minutes to go. The task is tall, but it can still be done. They got to get to work now, though.
Emerson Shenandoah with the ball. We saw him score a nice goal earlier in the game where he just bounced it through the legs on the run, or bounced it low on the run anyway. There's another skip shot. Doesn't connect, though. Ritchie makes the outlet pass. Picked up by Josh Popenick. He'll run right over to the bench and basically hand it off. The ball bouncing around, gets out of play, touched a Medicine Men player. So we'll go back to the Blizzard with a fresh 30 seconds.
Nice try by Shenandoah to try to pick off that pass.
He's a high motor guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Emerson Shenandoah. Like the energy and enthusiasm he brings. There he is, racing out again. I thought he might actually go with the runner there.
I think it was a long shift for him. He's really gassed.
Yeah. They hand the ball off. Hewitt has it. They've still got 12 seconds on the penalty, but they're going to get a fresh 30 as that shot bounced off the feet of Madaniak up out of play into the mesh. So they can kill the final 10. I would imagine now they'll wait. You never know, though. Thrasher, who scored a gorgeous goal last time, they're going to cut to the net, and it'll be turned over. And we are back to even strength. The long outlet pass. And Cam Stuckey had no idea that ball was coming to him. Manitoba called for too many men, I believe. And Medicine Men will get the ball as we're past the midway point here in the 3rd period. I'm Stephen Stamp with Pat Gregoire. This is the Founders Cup on JVI Sports Network, and we almost saw a glorious goal from Mitch Laffin. Good battle to fight out of the boards by Cody Moore. They're a gritty team, these Medicine Men. Nice flip pass by Laffin. It didn't quite connect. Great idea, though. It was the only opportunity he had to get it out to Moore. So really nothing to lose there as Moore was able to track it down. They've got 25 seconds left on the shot clock after that reset. That shot is well wide by Hewitt. And it's going to bounce out of play. Tough break as it went to the low part of the glass, just missing, hitting off the boards where Tucci could have tossed it ahead to one of his Medicine Men cohort. Borisenko is going to pick the ball up. He wants some space from Keenan O'Gorman before he does so. Borisenko sheds the checker, hands it off to Poitras, feeds it into the crease, tucked home. Cam Stuckey, a gentle little place shot, perfect position, and it's 13-5.
Stuckey getting in on the goal party there. Quick stick on the side of the net. His first of the game. I mean, not too many other players have found the back of the net because, I mean, all these goals have been coming from Kelson Borisenko.
Yeah, what a night this player has had. I got to talk with him in the intermission in their first game of the tournament. Really enjoyed. He's a fine young man. We said he does get under people's skin. There's a penalty coming. It's going to be a high stick. Not much question about that one. Getting the wrap up around the head of Dylan Tullett as he goes to the net.
Now that's one thing coaching Dylan Tutt. Actually, we'll go to our sponsors here first.
The Founders Cup 2018 brought to you in part by CKON 97.3, Akwesasne Mohawk Radio, CKON 97.3. It's live and local. Thank you to them for helping make JVI Sports Network's presentation of the 2018 Founders Cup a possibility. Loose ball scooped up by Ritchie. Lots of pressure by Moore. And then Aiden Conlon jumps in on it. They're still pressuring him. They've got to get the ball over the into the offensive zone. They're not going to make it. It'll roll to Medaniuk. Are they not on the 10 count still? They're going to call 5 seconds on him, but no, I thought they were still on 10 because they're shorthanded.
And they were, but then possession was changed.
Okay. There's a hard shot by Moore trying to catch Medaniuk off guard. Didn't get him, or went wide, but it is picked back up. Hewitt gets it back, skips past him. William Lutz going for a run. Hands the ball off to Poitras. And with just under a minute to go in the penalty, Manitoba goes into full penalty kill mode. Some pressure coming from the Medicine Men. Bounce pass almost picked off by Shenandoah. He's running ahead as it is grabbed by Hewitt. Oh, but just a little hesitant to go to the ball. Shenandoah hoping it would come to him. Poitras zips in and steals it away from him. Poitras double team. Shenandoah and Mick Miller, the other defender on him. Poitras, nice shiftiness. Close to the restraining line. Calls timeout. You can see he was ready to call that. Just edging towards the line and waiting until he was just about to step over. He calls it. He's got a big smile.
Headsy play from a headsy player.
Yeah. The captain with 20 seconds left in the Manitoba penalty. It is 13-5 in favor of the Manitoba Blizzard. So I don't know if we have a chance to look at the schedule for tomorrow. Stay with us after the game as we will share the player of the game presentations. There it is. So we're going to say Mohawk Medicine Men versus the North Shore Kodiaks at 11 a.m. Then at 2 p.m. we'll see the Calgary Shamrocks and Saskatchewan SWAT. Again, those teams vying to go to the Tier 2 championship or 5th place game. And then the Allure Mohawks and Coquitlam Adanacs. That should be a dandy. Followed by the Manitoba Blizzard and Seneca War Chiefs, which also could be a very good game.
Yeah, I think that the true test for Manitoba will be with this short bench and maybe some of the lack of depth scoring. Will the 4 players for Manitoba be enough to get by Seneca? Because, I mean, if you look at that Seneca roster, they have depth everywhere, even in between the pipes.
Right on the restarters, pushed out over the line. He thinks he tossed it in time before he touched down. As long as you don't touch down, you're okay. You can be in the air, and the ball can be in the air back over the line. And he flung it up. And the officials are actually gathering to talk about it. And I think we may have a reversal here. Nope. Calvin Roseberry just shakes his head and said, nope, I got it. So 20 seconds left in the power play for the Medicine Men. See if they can take advantage. They only had 4 guys on the floor. Now a 5th comes out, Josh Hewitt. Hard sidearm rip by Thrasher off the pad of Medaniak. Comes out to Hewitt. 3 seconds on the penalty. He shoots. That one's turned aside. Another fresh 30 for the Medicine Men. We're back to 5-on-5. Hewitt is going to shoot again. That one goes wide. Bounces out, scooped up. And here's a break running the other way. Big wrap check. That's going to be a penalty. Now they're going to call too many men against Manitoba, which stops the play. But there's a penalty against the Medicine Men.
Yeah, Hewitt's going to go down for a hold, but if that too many men call was maybe a second earlier, I don't think we would have had that holding.
Yeah. So it's Kieran Mulvaney running with the ball, and you saw the big wrap that tied up Mulvaney. Good hustle, good effort by Josh Hewitt. Just got a little tangled up.
Yeah.
6:01 to go, and now the Blizzard go to a power play. Pass to the back door. Shot was just not there for Glutowski, so they move it back around. Poitras, immediate pressure. Emerson all over him. Sorry, Shenandoah. Emerson Shenandoah. The chop on the stick of Zun knocks it free. Borisenko will get it. He's just going to run back, and that is not even up into the mesh above the floor. That's up into the ceiling. The reflective insulating lining of the roof, the bottom side of the roof. There's a shot on net by Dalton. So Matt Carrick was just saying, yeah, it keeps the heat in. As I mentioned, it's insulating. I think the idea is to keep the heat in the winter. I don't know. It is warm in here.
You know what? Today hasn't been too bad, actually, compared to the other days.
No, that's true. Skips away from Poitras. Minute to go in the Medicine Men penalty. We're under 5 minutes to play in this game. Remember to join us for all 4 games tomorrow, 11, 2, 5, and 8 here on JVI Sports Network. Go to YouTube, look up JVI Sports Network, just type it in, and subscribe to the channel, and you will get notifications of all of JVI's content coming out.
I know this hasn't been the best effort from the Medicine Men, but I think the big difference here is you have a group with the Manitoba Blizzard that have been playing together for so long.
And to whom it means so much.
And so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you compare it to the Medicine Men, who are, they have a core group that have played together, and then all these pieces that are adding in. So virtually no chemistry.
That shot bounces off the backboards. He'll be tracked down by Glutowski. You mentioned the out-of-town scoreboard earlier. We have another update as we know now the MSL finalists. Oakville won last night against the Six Nations Chiefs to move on for their first ever appearance in the MSL finals. There's pressure on Zeller. Great work by Bazecki, but he does a nice job to flip it ahead to Laffin eventually. And now the Peterborough Lakers will join them. A 13-7 win over the Brooklyn Redmen in Game 7. There was definitely a sense of panic in the city of Peterborough as 2 years ago. Here's a drive to the net by Thrasher. Diving dunk attempt. It's no good. It's a beautiful play, though. Doesn't count in the CLA, but it's a beautiful attempt.
Yeah, Thrasher he has impressed me for the first 3 games here at the Founders Cup, and I mean his athleticism, his skill, his speed. He's quite the ball player.
Glutowski tries to get it through to Stuckey, can't do so. They're forechecking, but it is scooped up. Nice job, and running out with it is Cody Moore. He's going to try. He's thought about the swim move, changes and goes back. Nice shot by Medaniak with the save. And I'll tell you, 2 years ago, Peterborough Lakers led the Six Nations Chiefs 3-0 in the MSL Finals, and then an historic comeback led by Cody Jamieson, basically on one knee, one leg. It was insane. One of the greatest accomplishments I've ever seen in any sporting event. Was him him leading them back. This year they avoid that. We have 2.5 minutes to go here. Dylan Lyons moving down, throws it back up. Thrasher, little fake, puts his shoulder and rips it off the post. Boy, I'll tell you, Isaac Thrasher is having himself a third period.
Wants anything to do to will his team back in this game, but even if a couple of those sink, it just looks like there's just not enough time.
No, not with 2 minutes to play. Pass through to Lyons. Great goal, even as he's checked from behind down into the crease. Super stick control as he's falling to tuck it just inside the far post.
Dylan Lyons' his second goal of the game, and we saw him rip an outside shot this time. Passes the ball off to Thrasher, goes to the net, and good things happen when you do go to the net. Like you said, boom, getting hit from behind, and no need for him. You can tell he's still feeling it there, catching his breath.
Lovely feed as well. Exactly 2 minutes to play. And that makes it 13-6. Penalty coming off the face-off. It's going to be a slashing call. And Cole Moore will go to the box.
Shenandoah was being credited with the assist, but it was Thrasher who made that nice pass to the crease.
Yeah. 47 and 67. Fairly easy to confuse.
Although one's close to being 6 foot, and the other one's
closer to being 5 foot. Yeah. I like Emerson Shenandoah, but he's not going to give him that assist.
No. No, he's
done. Yeah, he's
one of the
really
players
good.
that have played with energy from start to finish.
Borisenko skip past to Poitras. His shot goes wide. It's tracked down there and just lobbed into the corner just before the shot clock expires by Blaise Bezecki. Long pass ahead. Mitch Laffin will just stroll into the offensive zone. Again, the Medicine Men shorthanded. And there's 5 seconds difference. 5 seconds more on the penalty than the game clock. Thrasher spins. Pulls it back out and takes a shot, but he stepped in the crease. Again, though, a great effort driving to the net. .40 seconds remaining. Manitoba in no real hurry to do a whole lot here as they are heading on to the medal round. Remember, games start tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Second game is at 2. Then the medal round games at 5 and 8. Here we go. Emerson Shenandoah with a breakaway. The hustle off the bench. What a finish, though, by Shenandoah. With DePape coming on him, Shenandoah buries that. The coaches are livid.
Absolutely furious that there was no penalty after Emerson Shenandoah finished that beautiful breakaway goal. We'll see it here. A little twister and that bump right on the back there.
Wasn't. I'm not sure if that was the one they wanted to check in the back. I didn't see a whole lot there.
Maybe it's just the inconsistency, because we have seen probably 3 or 4 hits from behind. 2 of them been called,
right.
2 of them haven't, and they all look pretty much the same.
Right, and one was a 4-minute.
Yeah. I think it's more or less just the consistency.
Yeah, the frustration building. 3 seconds to go. The Manitoba Blizzard will go on to the medal round. The Mohawk Medicine Men will go to the Tier 2 playoff round. We'll stick around for the players to watch. Sorry, the players of the game. Kaliwete Mitchell is still really fired up.
That certainly wasn't the way that Coach Mitchell wanted this Medicine Men to finish off their round robin, but considering this is a second-year program, they came in, built this team, like I said, grabbing pieces from team here, team there.
Yeah.
Going 1-2, I think they have to be happy with that. Now they have to move to a new goal. Try to win that Tier 2 championship.
Yeah.
They're in tough. They'll have a game against North Shore tomorrow. If they can advance there, looks like probably Calgary, and they'll have a tough test against them.
Yeah, Calgary playing Saskatchewan in their Tier 2 semifinal. And then the 5 o'clock game, we have Elora and Coquitlam, which should be a dandy after the way Coquitlam really put it together, played a brilliant game to win by the 7 goals they needed to. And then the other semifinal, we'll see this Manitoba Blizzard against the Seneca War Chiefs.
Yeah, that game is going to be just as exciting, I think. Manitoba, like I said, I think the true test for them is that 4, the core 4, we'll call them.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough to elevate them over the
Seneca?
War Chiefs? I don't know, but
It's a tough call.
the gritty performance that they put on here tonight makes me feel that they'll at least be able to put up a real strong fight.
Mohawk Medicine Men player of the game is Mitch Laffin. It's not a bad call. I'm going to go with Isaac Thrasher.
Yeah.
I really like Thrasher's game.
I was actually thinking Emerson Shenandoah as
Oh,
well.
I could do that.
2 goals, great
Great
performance on the
defense,
back end,
great
but
ruggedness. I could do Shenandoah.
Mitch Laffin still had a strong game.
Yeah,
and
any
I
of
can
those
see him.
three.
He's going to be on either the first or second all-tournament team, I think.
He'll probably be there. Kelson Borisenko, no question about that one. He was inspirational in his play tonight. What a great game by Kelson Borisenko. That'll wrap things up for day 3 and all the round robin play here at the Masters. This is JVI Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 Founders Cup Championship. Thank you so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us. I'm Stephen Stamp on behalf of Pat Gregoire and the rest of the crew here at JVI Sports Network. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.